I woke up to find 5 years of my life erased from memory. When my eyes opened, I learned that Ethan Caldwell, my high school crush, was now my husband. But his heart didn't belong to me. All his warmth was saved for his childhood love, Leela. Even when I tried to end my life, he remained indifferent. Whispers around me claimed I was obsessed with him, that I'd do anything for him, even bend over backward for Leela. Absurd, I didn't even recall who Ethan was. Instinctively, I demanded a divorce. Yet he began appearing at my door, murmuring in the dead of night, "Arya, just one more glance, please." The day I regained consciousness in the hospital, a man stood by my bedside. "Mrs. Caldwell, you're awake," he said. "Who are you?" I asked. "I'm Zach, Mr. Caldwell's assistant." "Mr. Caldwell?" I echoed, confused. He gave a dry laugh. "You're married to him 5 years now. You even tried to take your life to get his attention." I rushed to a mirror. My reflection stared back, older, wearier. Could it be true? Had I lost half a decade? My last memory was being 18, daydreaming about the unattainable Ethan Caldwell. Now I was 25, his wife. Zach explained I'd married him at 20 in a whirlwind romance. But his heart was Leela's. After our wedding, I'd done everything to win his love. Nothing worked. I grew desperate, a laughingstock among his friends, a fool to Leela. My final act, a suicide attempt. Ethan's response? He told me to go ahead and die. Discharged from the hospital, I returned to a mansion that felt alien. Ethan appeared cold, distant, still devastatingly handsome. "Arya, what's your game now?" he asked. "Nothing," I replied. "That's over," he frowned. "Stop targeting Leela. Threatening suicide won't work." His words stung. I was his wife, yet I meant nothing to him, not even worth his worry. That night he lay beside me, holding me out of routine. When I pulled away, he snapped, accusing me of theatrics. "Ethan, what gives you the right to treat me this way?" I demanded. "Because you brought this on yourself," he retorted. I swallowed my tears. My wrist ached where he'd gripped it. Eventually, he turned, holding me from behind, his voice icy. "Never fake a suicide attempt again." The next morning, the housekeeper greeted me. "Good morning, Miss Arya." She placed mango pudding on the table, Leela's favorite. "I'm allergic to mango," I said. "It's from Miss Leela," she replied. "Arya, enough," Ethan said, irritated. Then Leela arrived, all sweetness and perfection. "Arya, are you okay now?" she asked. I didn't bother faking politeness. "Here to gloat, Leela?" Ethan jumped to her defense. "Arya, stop it." It was cruel, watching him favor another woman in our home. Leela turned to Ethan. "I came to invite you to my party." Then, hesitantly to me, "Arya, you're welcome too." I forced a smile. "Of course, I'm Mrs. Caldwell. I belong by my husband's side." At the party, eyes followed us. "Why did Ethan bring her? She's always jealous, making scenes." "I heard she tried to kill herself over Leela." "She doesn't know her place." Marrying Ethan was more than she deserved. Their whispers weren't subtle. I heard it all. I scanned the room, Ethan and Leela's friends, no surprise there. No wonder my 25-year-old self had crumbled. Hearing this daily, how could I not? I must have loved Ethan fiercely to endure such pain. He and Leela sat together while I stood alone. "Is she just going to stand there? She'd probably grovel to stay near him," someone sneered. I shot a cold look at the speaker. "He's not dead, why would I grovel?" Ethan sighed. "Enough, Arya." No defense, no support. "I'm not wanted here, I'll go." I turned to leave. Behind me, someone muttered, "She's giving him attitude. She's lost it. She'll crawl back." By the pool, I tried to clear my mind. Then Leela appeared. "Arya, you've surprised me," she said, alone. "I hate you," I replied. "Aren't you scared I'll push you in?" She laughed. "I'd love to see you try." "Ethan would save me." I stayed quiet. She stepped closer. "Want a bet?" I stared at her. "If you two are so in love, why hasn't he divorced me? Do you need to trample my pain to feel special?" "Is that love?" She flinched, then smirked. "You won't let go. You even tried to kill yourself. Ethan pities you." "Want a bet?" she repeated. "No," I said. "I can't swim." Then she pushed me. Water engulfed me. I choked, sank, the cold swallowing me. Through the haze, I saw Ethan swimming toward Leela. My heart shattered. Even now, my body still reacted to him, but this would be the last time. When I came to, I was by the pool. Ethan had saved Leela. A stranger had saved me, handsome, pressing my chest to help me breathe. I coughed violently. Ethan approached, Leela clinging to him. "Are you okay?" he asked, frowning. I didn't answer. The stranger tried to help me up, but I pushed him away. When Ethan came closer, I slapped him. Silence fell. "Ethan Caldwell, let's divorce." People stared. I'd always trailed him like a shadow. Now I'd struck him. Now I was done. Ethan stood frozen, a red mark on his cheek. He stepped toward me. I backed away. "That slap was your alimony," I said. "What, going to hit me back?" He grabbed my wrist. I struggled. No one intervened, they just watched. "I'm not going with you," I shouted, grabbing the arm of the man who saved me. He looked at Ethan. "She almost drowned. Maybe ease up." He was soaked, his wild energy a stark contrast to Ethan's icy demeanor. Ethan's face darkened. "Zach, she's my wife," Zach smiled. "Didn't she say she wants a divorce?" Ethan's anger flared. Zach chuckled. "I saved her life, shouldn't you thank me?" Ethan calmed, his voice tight. "You can have full control of the West Side project." Gasps followed. He dragged me to a hotel room, his private suite. Still gripping my wrist, he pushed me into a hot bath. "Ethan, leave," I said. "No." Later, he pulled me out, tucked me into bed, and climbed in, holding me tightly. I fought him. "Zach saved me, not you." He went quiet, then whispered, "Thank God you're okay." My voice was cold. "I lost my memory. Maybe that's a gift. The old me would have died of heartbreak." "I was wrong," he said. "It won't happen again. It doesn't matter. After we divorce, save whoever you want. I don't agree to a divorce. What right do you have? You chose her in front of everyone." "I deserve dignity, too. This divorce is non-negotiable." He looked furious but held back, pinning me down. "Sleep, we'll talk tomorrow." "Let go," I yelled. "Don't make me use force." He laughed. "You think you can threaten me?" I gritted my teeth and aimed a kick at his most sensitive spot. His expression shifted as he caught my ankle, resting it against his stomach. "Even if you don't want it, don't treat it like that." He softened, kissing my forehead. "All right, stop fighting. I was wrong. I'll make it up to you." My head pounded. He thought he could fix this. I clenched my fists, hitting his chest repeatedly. I wasn't strong, but it was enough to keep him awake. His face darkened. He pinned my wrists. "Can't sleep. Let's do something else." He leaned in, but I paled, sweat beading on my forehead. "It hurts." My body shook. For a moment, I thought he cared. "Did I hurt you?" I stayed silent. A faint smell of blood lingered. He looked at my bandaged wrist, stunned. He'd never believed the wound was real. Slowly, he unwrapped it. Blood had seeped through. The cut was deep. His eyes narrowed. "Arya," his voice trembled. "You really did it. Who gave you permission to try that?" "You still care?" I asked. "You watched me drown." His silence spoke volumes. "I'll call a doctor," he said hoarsely. The doctor arrived with Leela. She'd changed, her hair neatly tied, playing the innocent. "Is she okay?" she asked, feigning concern. Ethan nodded, his face hard. "Go rest. This isn't your concern." "I feel guilty. You almost let Arya drown because of me," she said. I cut her off. "You're quite the performer. Too bad there were no cameras by the pool. If Ethan knew what you said, what would he think?" She left quickly. I imagined she'd manipulated things before, but I wasn't playing her game anymore. I'd confronted her directly, and she couldn't handle it. Ethan looked at me. "Rest here, I'll check on you tomorrow." I nodded. "Bring the divorce papers. If you don't, I'll get a lawyer." He stared, then said softly, "I won't divorce you," and left. Later, I checked my phone. My birthday didn't unlock it. Ethan's did. I scoffed, changing it back to mine. The next day, I didn't wait for him. I called Zach. "This is Arya. Got time for a drink? I want to thank you." "What's this about?" he asked, amused. "You saved my life. I'm clear about gratitude and grudges." We met at a nearby cafe. Zach was already there. "You're punctual," I said. "How should I thank you?" "However you like," he frowned. "You seem different." "Do I?" I touched my hair, dodging the truth. I didn't know what connection we had. "Maybe I'm just shaken from yesterday." He studied me. "We've known each other for years." "You can tell me the truth." I was surprised. "Years," he tapped the table. "Don't tell me you forgot me." I gave a weak smile. "Should I remember?" His eyes searched mine. "You've been different since the attempt. Is it Ethan?" I laughed bitterly. "Even you noticed, but he didn't. There's no reason to stay in this marriage." "You're serious about divorcing him?" I nodded. "After what happened, don't you think it's fair?" He looked stunned. "You were obsessed with him. I never thought you'd leave." "Was I that bad?" "You were possessive, insecure. He found it annoying but never left." He sighed. "You cut off all your old friends, especially guys. We were close in college. I even confessed to you, but you rejected me. We stayed friends, but you stopped talking to me after Ethan. I had to work my way into his circle just to see you sometimes. You'd act like I was a stranger." Zach's words clarified everything. "I met him after 18, which explained why I didn't remember him. He confessed, I turned him down, then Ethan swept into my life. I married him, abandoned my friends, and became a jealous, insecure wife. Zach had to navigate Ethan's world just to stay in touch." "So you know me well," I said, hopeful. "I didn't even know my job and needed someone I could trust. I didn't want Ethan to know about my amnesia. It would complicate things." Time passed quickly. Zach seemed to sense my distress but didn't push. He gently filled in gaps about the past 2 years. I couldn't believe how low I'd sunk, loving Ethan so blindly I'd become someone I'd once pitied. A familiar voice interrupted. Is that Arya? With Zach, probably just thanking him for saving her. I'm sure Mrs. Caldwell wouldn't meet men alone. Ethan stood before us, Leela at his side. I told you I don't like you around him, he said coldly. We're getting divorced, I replied. It's not your business. I couldn't believe I'd once cut off friends because he disapproved. That wasn't living. You already thanked him with the West Side Project, Ethan said. No need to meet again. Zach replied calmly. Yesterday you thanked me as her husband. Today I'm here as her friend. The air grew tense. I didn't want a scene. Zach, let's go. Ethan grabbed my arm. Where are you going? None of your business, I snapped. Go back to your woman. If you don't send the divorce papers, Leela will stay the hidden mistress. I left with Zach. That evening I was home, searching for a place to live before the divorce finalized. Ethan confronted me at the door. So you know how to come home now? Stop tracking me, I said. I was out with a friend. It's not your concern. A sharp pain hit my head. Blurry memories surfaced, Ethan dismissing my worries with those same words. Now I'd thrown them back at him. He looked shaken. My meetings with Leela aren't what you think. Our families are close. I've been cutting ties. You don't have to explain. If you feel guilty for not saving me, give me a bigger settlement. No need for this. We parted on bad terms again. I didn't understand why he refused the divorce. He clearly loved Leela. Wasn't this what he wanted? The next day I moved out. Ethan called. What's this supposed to mean? It means we're divorcing. We shouldn't live together. He hung up. Later, he showed up at my new place. You'd rather live in this dump to avoid me. I'm not throwing a tantrum. I want this divorce. Why? He asked. Isn't this what you want? You saved Leela, not me. Isn't it obvious? I didn't mean to, he said, sitting me down. Come home, it won't happen again. It already did. I pushed his hands away. Just prepare the papers. He grabbed my chin. Arya, must you go this far? I'm not being dramatic. You really want me to sleep here alone? He leaned in. Come home, you can't sleep without me. I stared, stunned. I can't sleep without you? Everything I thought about our marriage clashed with his words. Weren't we miserable together? I shoved him toward the door. I've made up my mind. I can't live like this. After he left, I focused on settling in and catching up with work. That night, scrolling social media, I saw Leela's post, a photo with Ethan, just his profile, but unmistakable. Her caption read, if we hadn't drifted apart, I hope we find our happy ending. Only true love endures. I sneered, liked the post, commented 99, then blocked her. And Ethan. The next morning, he was outside my office. You blocked me. Sorry, forgot we're not divorced yet. His face darkened. Here for the divorce papers? Add my number back. No, he softened. Please, I'm sorry. Just add me back. I don't remember your number. That stopped him. You used to know it by heart. His eyes narrowed. What's going on? He grabbed my phone, tried unlocking it. The password was wrong. You changed it. Yes. So, it was my birthday. He stared. You forgot, didn't you? You lost your memory. He was right. And now he had more reason to cling to this marriage. You don't remember me, he said. But when you do, you won't want a divorce. That terrified me. I didn't want to return to the Arya who'd die for him. At home, I opened the door, set my bag down, and saw him on my couch. Arya, I jumped. When did you get in? How do you have keys to my rental? I contacted the landlord. Give me the keys, I'm changing the locks tomorrow. He didn't answer, just stared with a complex gaze. How much have you forgotten? I haven't forgotten anything, I snapped. I want a divorce because I don't love you anymore. How many times must I say it? Before I could finish, Ethan pulled me into his arms, holding me tightly, my knees straddling the sofa. The position was intimate, but he seemed to want only to hold me. Don't say that. You have amnesia. I won't hold it against you. When you remember, we'll sort this out. I struggled, emotions raw. Ethan, stop. You've never loved me. You've never treated me well. Why should I stay? Even with amnesia, I hate who I was with you. I like who I am now. I've wanted to leave for a long time. He froze, then held me tighter. No, we're just fighting. I've explained it wasn't intentional. He cupped my face. I thought we understood each other. Even though I saved Leela, it wasn't what it looked like. A misunderstanding. He pressed his forehead to mine. Since you don't remember, I'll explain properly. Leela and I aren't what you think. Our families have history. Her grandfather helped mine, and there was an old engagement, but I never loved her. When I married you, my grandfather felt we owed them, so I looked after her. That's it, I scoffed. Who'd believe that? You chose her over me. He sighed, pinching my cheek. You're still mad about that day? I didn't know you had amnesia. I should have explained. I didn't want to hear more, but he wouldn't let go, holding my face gently, forcing me to listen. When I heard someone fell in the pool, I checked if you were safe. They said it was Leela, so I was relieved. I saved her because of my grandfather. I didn't know you'd fallen too." His casual dismissal stung. Seeing my disbelief, he fell silent. "You don't believe me? Why should I? You didn't hesitate. You chose her, and after Zach saved me, you were still cold." His jaw tightened. He pulled me into a softer embrace. "I wasn't cold. I was furious you almost died. If you hadn't been okay, I might have lost it." I shook my head. "If you cared, you'd let me go, divorce me, let me be free." "Anything but that," he said, holding me tighter. "Wait until you remember, then we'll talk." "You think I'll want to stay if I remember?" He didn't answer, but his silence said he believed it. "It's pointless," I said. "If fate made me forget, maybe it's my chance to escape you." He didn't push further. Days passed, then Leela appeared outside my office, looking worn, dark circles under her eyes. "Arya, let's talk." I didn't want a scene. "If you have something to say, say it." She laughed bitterly. "Feeling proud. Ethan cut ties with the James family. Everyone knows we've lost our support." I was surprised, but stayed composed. "What's that got to do with me? Talk to him." "He won't help me." "You said something, didn't you?" "I thought you came to apologize, but you're just here for yourself. We're done." I turned to leave. She shouted, "How can a nobody like you be his wife? What makes you better than me?" Her words sparked something. I'd heard them before. After marrying Ethan, his friends mocked me while Leela played the sweet advisor, making me look foolish. I'd felt small, insecure, terrified of losing him. Memory fragments flashed, real, vivid. Leela chased me. "I can apologize, just talk to Ethan." "Get lost," I snapped, shaking her off. "I don't care about your relationship with him. Stay away from me, both of you." I bumped into a solid chest. "Zach," his teasing voice rang out. "Why do we always end up in these situations, huh, Ethan?" Before I could react, Ethan pulled me into his arms, glaring at Zach. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss the next chilling tale.